moves the controller with every footstep really precisely. Pretty great. With hitting things, the impact is different for different materials. So of course, there's going to be a lot of different things to hit all over this game constantly to feel all of that happen. Coins hitting you feels different from hitting a leaf, feels different from hitting an enemy. And then for the adaptive triggers, they tie it to this feeling of a spring in the game. So you're using the triggers on the back of the controller to squeeze down a spring. And the added resistance plus the haptic vibration all kind of feel exactly how it would feel if you were trying to squeeze and compress a real life spring. It is a very convincing combination of haptics. They use this feeling for other things too, like the stretching of rope when you pull on ropes in the game, which again happens a lot. But yeah, it's clearly it's a tailor-made experience around all the strengths of the new controller. So of course there's entire levels and places that are just around the feel of your environment and the haptics through the controller in your hands, but it is a really good demo. And so when I demo this, I'm using this new controller, I'm reminded of how whenever I use a new phone with a really good haptic motor, I appreciate it way more and it feels newer and more next gen than phones from a couple years ago or even this year with bad vibration motors. They feel worse. And you never really unnotice that. It also reminds me of the MacBook Pro's trackpad, the new trackpad, where the Force Touch, you would swear the glass is moving, but it's not. It just has a really good high quality haptic motor right behind it that feels like a very convincing real click. And that's in a much smaller space than this controller. They can fit much bigger haptic motors. So there's a lot going on in here. So Sony published a teardown of the PlayStation 5, and it was pretty cool. A lot of people watched it. It was very detailed. But what I want to see now is what the inside of the controller looks like. And some people are already doing that. I think Austin did a video looking at how big these haptic motors are. So of course I can't rip this one apart because it's a review unit. But I feel like we're going to see a lot more of that. Haptics, and that to me feels much more next gen and noticeable. And I also want to point you to this Dave 2D video. He made a really good video just with a really good animation / illustration of what the triggers and the motor behind them may look like, how they add resistance to the squeezing the triggers. Dave, I hope you don't mind me using this, but it's really good. And I think here you can visualize now better how they use the motors to make the triggers harder to squeeze. But definitely check out, just watch Dave's entire video. I'll link below. We share a lot of the same thoughts.